All right, a great way to develop cardiovascular fitness in the lower intensity recovery zone, but keep things very interesting and make it more dynamic, is to do what are called blue zone repeats. Now, in a blue zone repeat, all you're going to do is alternate between roughly around the middle of your blue zone and your top of your blue zone at specific intervals. We can go anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds, sometimes longer, in each of these sections. But this one, for demonstration purposes, we're going to have Luca go 30 seconds in the middle of the blue zone and then 30 seconds up the top of the blue zone. So we'll go ahead and wait till he gets up to the middle of the blue zone, and then we'll do a 30-second period where he keeps it there, and then we're having him go up to the top of the blue zone for 30 seconds, and then back down the middle, and so on and so forth. So we'll get him up to about the low 120s here, where we'll start the 30 seconds for his middle. Okay, and we'll call that good. Go ahead. So this is his 30-second start here. And again, can be part of your warm-up, part of your ramp-up, can be used during recovery, or can be used as well with different types of exercise we'll talk about in a second here. So again, all he's trying to do is keep his heart rate right around the middle of the blue zone. He doesn't want to get it too high. He doesn't want to let it drop too low. He just wants to keep it in that middle range of that blue recovery zone. Now, once he's at that for 30 seconds, we're now going to have him 3, 2, 1. We're going to have him go up to the top of his blue zone, and we're going to start it from when he starts going up, and we're going to give him 30 total seconds. We're not going to wait till he gets to the top before we start that 30 seconds. We're just going to give him 30 seconds. So we want him to get up there relatively quickly, and then we want him to keep it there. So he can go a little bit harder here, get his heart rate a little bit higher toward the top. For him, that's going to be in the 140s. And you can see he's getting closer and closer there. Okay, a little bit higher. Okay, and he's got 5 more seconds. Took him a little bit longer to ramp up than we'd like to, so we'll have him go a little bit faster. The next one, he's right about top of the blue zone now, and drop it back down, middle. So you can see the first one, it took him a little bit longer to get to the top of the zone. That's fine. The first couple reps, it might take you a little while to get up there. Chances are the more you go, the faster you're going to get up. And then you're also going to see that as someone gets better at this, they're going to be able to get it up there just naturally. So we'll give him again another 30-second rest interval. Our goal is he's got to get back down the middle. Again, back down the middle is where he's going to go every time for that 30-second range, and then we're going to go back up. When you're first starting out, you might want to give somebody a longer period. It might want to be a minute at the middle and then a minute at the top, because it's going to take them longer to get up and longer to get back down. As you progress and become more advanced, you can keep these intervals shorter, which sounds counterintuitive. You might think shorter would be beginner, but the reality is someone's not as good at controlling their energy is going to take longer. So let's assume that's about 30 seconds. Let's have them go back up to the blue now, middle, top of the blue, I should say. Let's say you go back up, and we'll give them 30 seconds to get back up there and keep it there as best you can. Okay, now have him ramp up a little faster. Get it going, get it going. We want to get him up there relatively quickly, and then we want it to drop relatively quickly. So you can see it's starting to increase faster now as he's pushing the pace a little bit. His heart rate's climbing, and again, after 2 or 3 reps of this, you're going to see these heart rates starting to go up much, much faster. Getting closer and closer there. Let's go 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll give him a break here. Now again, you have him come back down the middle of that blue zone as quickly as possible, and you repeat. Again, these are blue zone repeats. And the more advanced somebody is, the shorter, again, you can make these intervals, 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds. But when you're first starting out, it could be as long as 1 or 2 minutes in between going back and forth. This is a chance to learn how to control your energy. It's a chance to develop the cardiovascular system across a wider range of intensities. And particularly if you're developing broad cardiovascular endurance, it's a way to keep it much more engaging than just keeping the exact same pace throughout an entire exercise, which can get rather boring if it's just a static pace. So again, same thing applies to all the blue zone methods. You can use a variety of exercises, and you can switch exercises. So Luca could do 1 or 2 rounds on the bike, followed by 1 or 2 rounds on a rower, 1 or 2 minutes of cardiovascular, just calisthenics, whatever the case may be. The goal here, again, is to just keep our intensity in that right zone, to learn how to control our intensity by going back and forth and get blood flow throughout the body. So those are blue zone repeats. Anywhere from 2 to 5 reps can be appropriate depending on how long each of those intervals are, and they're a great way to just further the development of your cardiovascular fitness while keep things dynamic, interesting, and more fun than traditional steady state work.